what's the news on the pandemic generally? I mean, are we over it in this part of the world, at least using the current variants as the known threat, or in different parts of the world, is it still raging?
Oh, it's still there. It's another virus, Pat. I mean, the way to think of it now is it's jumped into humans, as we know. It's joined influenza and RSV as two major respiratory illnesses caused by a virus. It's just yet another virus that causes these things. But it's still relatively new, and we're still learning things about it, so we're keeping an eye on it. The good news is, Pat, of course, there's massive immunisation because of vaccination, and secondly, infection. And remember, the evidence is there that combination is especially protective. So we're in a much better place, obviously. I think the next thing, Pat, is this inquiry, as you know, is going to have a look at our performance as a country, which is an interesting topic, isn't it, to see how well we did. So we're going to be interested to see what that inquiry shows. And I suspect it's going to be relatively positive, actually, because Ireland did well. You know, we're the 6th best in Europe in terms of our death rate, for example. And of course, we're in the upper part for vaccination. We're with the Scandinavians, which is where we always want to be, you know. So overall, those two things showed Ireland did very well overall, you know.
Yeah, I think the stain will probably refer to nursing homes and people being taken out of hospitals and put into nursing homes. And, you'd staff going in who were going to different nursing homes because they weren't full-time in any one, and bringing infection from one to the next. And in spite of everything you were saying, no sign of an antigen test before going into work, all that sort of stuff. We need to get answers to those.
There will be lessons there. And of course, remember, it was very much a moving target at the time. But then there was an inquiry into nursing homes, as you may know, before, which revealed these flaws that had happened. You know, so the key thing is to learn from them, isn't it? And get ready, sadly, for the risk of the next pandemic that will be coming down the track.
You haven't seen that on the horizon, I presume, Luke?
Well,
because that's one of your jobs, isn't it, to be scanning the scientific horizon?
Is. That's exactly what our job as the co-advisory group. We're looking at this, and the bird flu is a concern, but we must do it next, actually, because there's the worst ever outbreak of bird flu in the world at the moment. And now it's in birds, obviously, you know, but there is some evidence it can jump into humans. It's got a 50% mortality in humans, this one, Pat. So now if it mutates and gets much more troublesome, then we're going to be in a difficult situation, you see. So it's been looked at very closely, obviously, because we're very alert to these things, aren't we? But the bird flu is the current one to watch, basically.